Okay, welcome to the show today. Thanks a lot for joining us here for the Tony Gomez Show. Say hello. I have the pleasure of interviewing Texas Devil tonight here at my crib.
Yeah.
Guys, say what's up.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going?
Right. Yes,
Oh,
we've had a great time kind of warming up, getting things ready for tonight's show. So let's break the ice and let's go around the table. And let's start off by, if you guys would just introduce yourselves.
My character name is Static, and I play drums in the Texas Devil.
Right.
My name is Morgan War, and I play bass in Texas Devil.
What's up? I'm Crow, and I'm the lead guitarist of Texas Devil.
I am Texas Devil.
Yes, yes. The devil is in the house. Hell yeah. Man, you guys have been staying busy, getting out there and fucking jamming a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know, you guys were competing for the whacking spot out there, getting some presents over there in Austin.
Yes,
I bet that was fun.
It was a blast. It was a good experience for the guys and us just to go out of town, have a good time, you know?
Yes, hell yeah. Man, nothing like going on the road and showing off your stuff. You know,
Very true.
and you guys bringing in a unique show over there. I'm sure that you were fucking made a fucking badass impression.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We try to bring everything to the table. That way it's just right in front of you.
Yes.
Hit you hard.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Well, let's get started by telling me when and how did you get started with Texas Devil?
I would say it started when I was 18, and then like within time, it took me a while to build it because it was just me, no one else, you know.
Yeah.
I had my good best friend. He was a part of it to help me out, I very appreciate him. And it was just an idea, you know, and took time, saved up. I call it you eat the shit sandwich. You know what I mean?
Everyone takes a bite.
Yeah, you take a bite of that shit sandwich, you go to work, you come home, you save that little bit just to do what you want to do in life, you know?
Yeah.
And it took time, and it was a great time too. You know, you learn a lot doing all the hard work and building, and now we got a full team.
Yeah.
So it's just very nice to have guys that feel the same way and bring the same type of energy and professionalism to the table for sure.
Oh, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand how when you have a dream and you have a vision and you got a musical idea, how you gotta start making that evolve.
Yes.
And getting the right people around you, having your best friend there for the support.
Yeah, it meant a lot. You know?
Yeah, man, big time.
Especially
and, to help the vision become a reality.
Yes, because a lot of times everyone, you know, I'm sure you have the experience of telling someone your idea or your something, and they're just like, yeah, okay. But it's not till you have something to present that's visually to see is when they're like, oh, that's fucking the idea. Oh, okay.
Now I got it.
Yes, sir.
That's huge. And so your best friend's name, what's his name?
He goes by Face.
Chase. Okay. Face. Okay, cool. And he's the DJ that I've seen in say like the walk video.
Yes. He was my best friend. He was kind enough to help me out and be a part of my vision. And his nickname is Face because the tattoos on his face.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I get it.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Nothing but love for him. He's a big brother to me. He's important. He's my brother for sure.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, let me see. Your first release, 2018, 666.
Yes, sir.
Fuck, man. So how was the studio experience for you? Where did you do that at?
I did it with Tonal Recordings on that one.
Tonal. With Chris Marshall.
Yes,
wow,
sir.
kick ass, dude.
Yeah, we struck the deal and were able to map out the songs, and I had to, record them, the guitar parts, drum parts I had in my head, lyrics already written out, so everything was there. It was just to put it together, pretty much.
That was all you?
Yes, and then I like noises and little things like sirens and little extra stuff like that. So it was nice to be able to pinpoint what I would like on it and stuff like that.
Wow, man! I've worked with Chris and his engineers over there at Tonal for a couple of projects with Screwface.
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
They are great guys.
Yeah,
and they've worked with all kinds of different genres. and
Yes.
they're so good.
Yeah, he was really more into I was gonna say country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it would throw me off,
For
but
real.
then he gets on the metal and he's still doing
He's
badass.
got magic on there,
Yeah,
man.
totally.
Big time. And he gives the artist the space to do what they want to, and
Yeah.
there's no rushing.
No judging.
No judging,
Yeah,
man. Dude, very
yeah.
open-minded, and wow. So you brought all that. You did all the writing for those. I think there's 4 tracks on that one.
Yes, sir. And then the cover, which was just to,
Yeah.
just to do for fun.
You did the artwork too.
No, that artwork I had. Well, actually, I did kind of do that artwork because I drew it
Wow.
out for the other guy to draw out and put together. But
Yeah.
he ended up taking my picture, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was paying for more,
Yeah.
But I was like, "Man, it's all right. Fuck it, just put it out."
It was cool.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man. 666, dude. I like the chant. It's almost like an anthem.
Yeah,
You know how you start the song right there?
Yeah, usually when
Walking.
I make songs, I have a certain way of doing it. Some anthem, some mainstream,
It's
some
definitely anthem.
heavier, something for everybody.
Exactly. There's a
Yeah.
lot of different. It's all you on the material I've heard, but it's not copycat. It's not the same thing over and
Yeah,
over again. It's
yeah.
you're trying different things on each song, and it's always it just sounds good to my ear.
Thank you.
I
thank
really
you.
dig it. I like your your style, man.
Thank
It
you.
can be, it's unique, it's hard, it's sincere,
Thank
and there's a
you.
lot of dynamic to it.
Yes, I
You know?
wanted to bring real because nowadays the music isn't so real. It's more copying. Everyone wants to be like this or like that. So I'm original. I
Yeah.
wanted to bring real to it. I wanted to bring more a feeling from the inside. That way people can relate and attach to it and be able to, if they're going through hard times, to express themselves within the music as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, man. Thinking about the video you did for Walk, that looked like it was fun,
It was
right? And
fun.
paying tribute to the Abbott brothers like that.
Of course.
is
You know them.
very.
You know them.
It just a lot of people would love to do that. You know what I mean? But you executed. That's what's badass, man. Because I'm thinking, man, I would have loved to done a fucking a Walk video. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
something to pay tribute to the guys. But not everybody fucking does what they say they're gonna do.
Exactly.
But you went out there, you killed it, dude. I
I'm the
loved
type
it.
where I'm not a talker. I'm more of a doer. you
Yeah.
know? I believe real. That's what I was born on.
Yeah.
And you have the same vibe, so you definitely know what it's about.
Yeah,
know?
you gotta put the work in.
You gotta put the work in.
You gotta get the work in, and there'll be some things that you'll enjoy more about your end reward.
Yes.
And and that's why you put the work in.
Yes, sir.
There's always got to be one guy in the band that's gonna call everybody for rehearsal.
Mhm.
That's gonna hook up with the bars and be the guy.
The contact.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I've always been that guy in most of my bands that I've done. And sometimes it's not a hat that I like to wear,
Right.
but if I don't wear it, it doesn't get done.
Exactly.
And you know what? Fuck it, I'll take it on.
Yeah.
And because I want to get things done, I want to jam, and we're always looking forward, a month, 3 months in advance, because
Yes.
you want to stay busy.
Yes, sir.
And these bars and other places, shows that are going on, they want to know 6 months in advance in some cases.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes when you're talking, in some groups I've been in, it's like, hey, are you gonna be ready for the show? It's gonna be 4 months from now. Oh, I don't know what I'll be doing then. We're gonna do the show then. That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, be ready.
Yes, be ready. And like, all right. But that kind of goes back to something we we're talking about right before we got started about making sure everybody's in for the same goal.
Yeah.
You know,
The long term.
for the long term. If that's what it's gonna be, then you got the right guys around you.
Exactly.
Getting out there on the road isn't always.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process,
Yep.
and when you're a new band and just getting out of your hometown, you're nobodies.
Yep.
You got to earn it,
You gotta
show
earn
after
it.
show,
Yep.
and it's a kind of
A lot of free shows here and there.
A lot of free shows.
Yeah.
Hell
Just to
yeah.
show the love.
exactly because you want to be there and you want to show the love of your craft,
Yes, sir.
and you're proud of your music, and you know that it can stand up with anybody else out there.
Yeah.
So you want to get out there and be a part of the grind.
Hell yeah.
And you can't do what we do in this metal field if you expect to get paid.
Yep. Yeah.
You know,
You can't expect to get paid in the beginning.
No,
you know?
no.
It doesn't work that
It
way.
comes when you bust your ass
Yes.
and you start bringing the crowds in, and you know you're a professional band.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and that
I
always
agree.
delivers the goods and doesn't start shit
Right.
and is they're ready for load in and doing all the professional shit that needs to be done.
Especially as a leader, you'll see like, man, who's slacking, who's not slacking. What do I gotta talk? What do I gotta say? You know,
Yeah.
in a nice way, professional manner,
Right.
of
An
course.
honest
Yes.
way and communicative. Just
It matters. Yeah.
it matters. If you want to do it, you will, and that's the way you should do it. As a band, you need to communicate with each other.
Like a family. you
Like
know,
a family, man. There's a lot.
relationship.
There's a lot of respect that has to go into the mix, and
a lot of trust.
a lot of trust. Yeah, man. Because you know you don't want to have that loose cannon in the band that you got to worry about. Oh shit, is he gonna get fucking arrested tonight? You know, is he a guy that likes to start fights, or does he get so shit faced? You know, after a show that
Can't
you know,
load up his stuff.
DWI or
Yeah,
something, or
something.
starts fights.
Oh, no.
And there's a lot of personalities, and hopefully, you know, you get a good mix around you where you don't have to worry about those X factors.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes it happens,
Oh yeah.
and sometimes you don't realize it until you jam with somebody for a while, and let's not say the right, but shit happens where it's like the beast comes out. You know, like, fuck.
Right. Already fucking told you.
Yeah,
Fuck.
man, I didn't see that coming. But shit, you know. He goes, hey, well, they were fucking up, so you know I couldn't deal with it anymore. Hey,
Snap.
yeah, you know, people will
let me
snap.
talk to him.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Calm
man.
Down, calm down.
And that reminds me, you know, we had a show. I want to say it was I'm gonna leave my band name out of it, but I can tell you who we were opening for. It was the Cro-Mags, and something happened at Zeros that night in regards to the lineup and where we're gonna be playing.
Oh.
And that wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back. The straw that broke the camel's back was that they couldn't get some people in free with them. And it wasn't our gig, you know. We weren't even making any money, and you know, that's not the way it rolls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be the only ones that get in free,
Yes, sir.
and we're not bringing an entourage. And because
10 people.
right, really, it was maybe only about 3 or 4, but
Yeah.
but it's one thing that you know you don't have that kind of freedom. You know, and then, but that guy is like, nah, fuck that. I'm not playing then. And I was like, what? God damn.
What do you mean?
Yes,
We're here,
exactly.
bro. We're
you know,
here.
exactly. So shit happens, but you know, the band kept on going after that. But wow, man, talk about like you felt that knife in the back just kind of twist a little bit, like and it makes you wonder the longevity of the band.
Yeah.
You know, because you know.
Get a little worried.
A little worried,
Yeah,
bro, because I was like, man, I love the Cro-Mags.
Yeah.
There was a fucking packed house, and
It's gonna be a good fucking show.
yeah, man, and
I
we
will
live for those
say,
shows. We live for those shows.
How you handle situations as a band is so important. Like we went to San Antonio, Austin one day. It's like 7:15 San Antonio, and then 12 o'clock at night in Austin. It's like a double shift.
Yeah,
double
you
shit.
got a
And-
schedule to keep.
And we have to be so organized and make sure we get our shit over here safely and ourselves safely.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, man, I hope everybody's safe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're brothers and we got to execute this and execute that.
And we have to bring up the energy, like to keep keep the same energy the whole entire way. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So the moment we were done playing that show inside San Antonio, right away pack up, go to Austin, and keep that energy still alive. You know.
Yep.
And you know, you're waiting as the hours get closer to the show, and you're all hyped. You know, all that adrenaline builds up, and then once it comes time, you know, let's go. Like, I think it's a rush, man. It's adrenaline.
Especially when you're in certain spots of the show, like beginning, and then you have to have that energy to bring the show, and then at the end, you know, we were just so happened to be.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, we were just in different spots. It wasn't like the middle, or you know, when crowds
like,
really come in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It was one of those deals, you know.
But don't get us wrong. Like, I mean, our energy for the shows, they're intense. Like, they really are pretty intense. It's high energy. It's in your face. And it's like the moment you know we're coming on, you hear those sirens because we have some sirens in the beginning of our song. You know, man, like it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be like a war, like straight on this going, man.
Yes.
So we had a fumble in Austin that night. Our computer didn't necessarily crash, but a certain cable didn't get plugged in.
Okay.
Which was my in your mix.
Oh,
and
shit,
it's like,
okay.
okay, dude, I don't have my click in my in-ears. I told the guitar player, I'm like, bro, like, the background music's playing, and usually it's beep, 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 and into the first song.
Okay.
So I told him, dude, like, there's no click, dude. We're doing it without a click. You follow me, and we're doing it. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
yeah.
It was like,
Conscious, yeah.
Right. Improvise.
and I don't even. How'd y'all feel during that performance?
I feel like we're back to our roots, like in the beginning, you know?
Uh-huh.
And that's when
Yeah.
we started off. We never played with the track, like backing track and everything like that. And that's the way, I guess you would say, old school, you know?
Well, you just rely on your
Yeah.
fundamentals.
Exactly.
How you,
and,
how you
and-
first wrote it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Getting it together.
Exactly, because you gotta think, because in the beginning you have nothing.
Yeah.
And where it starts is if you can play the material.
Right.
Mhm.
And that just evidence like, hey, you know your music.
Now you
You know
appreciate
your
it more,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
You appreciate those in-ears at the end of the day.
Yes,
Right.
big time. That's a luxury, man.
Exactly.
That most
Sure
bands
is.
don't have.
Exactly.
You know, but it's
Right.
very crucial when you
Yeah.
have it.
808s,
Yeah.
backing, ambient.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
brings another side of the show out.
We're theatrical, man. That's the thing
Mhm.
about our band. Like, people will ask us, because if you say the name Texas Devil, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Right? A devil is
Yeah.
the name. But
Then the biggest
you don't,
state.
you don't think about the rest of us, because you haven't seen us yet. But once you kind of get that theatrical mindset in your head, okay, like these guys are not just a couple of guys playing instruments. No, like we have more to offer.
Yeah.
You know? And we want that experience, especially when you come to our shows, that we're gonna have, the smoke machines going off, different colors, the ambient noises, and the high energy of
Hell yeah.
we're just everywhere, and we're not in one space. We're all over the place.
Yeah.
People in the
Exactly.
pit.
Because it's one thing to be there, to play instruments, be on stage, and then just play. But
Yeah.
at the same time, people paid to come see a show, so
Yeah.
you got to entertain them.
Come alive.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because people usually, they don't listen with their ears, they listen with your eyes.
Yeah.
They look at you at the stage, they see everything.
If it looks good
Yeah.
and it sounds good,
Mhm.
then yeah, I dig it. Yeah.
You know they're gonna have a good time.
Yes, man. Yeah, man.
And then we're so grateful that we can have these theatrics and all these good conductors to help us get a good performance and a great show out to
Yeah.
the people who want to come
Mhm.
see us.
Well, with your vision, that brought us to where we are today.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, just wanting to bring more to the table, to bring that element, and I like that kind of stuff. Not everybody can do it right,
Right,
Mhm.
right.
but you got it's you are the devil.
Thank you.
It's something that I've got some. I always finish off my interview with a segment called "Draw the Line," and I definitely got a devil question in there, and it's gonna be for all of you guys. There's been a lot of popular devils, There's been a lot of popular devils in the years, you know what I mean? And so I want to see, your idea of what we think of the devil as well. 'Cause we have our own now, of course. Your devil. But there's some others that have tried to wear the horns.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about them in a little while. Next point. When COVID came around, how did you stay busy? Did you start, were you working more about recording more stuff or writing or maybe streaming?
The COVID, when it hit, for me, I don't know what the guys were doing at the time because I haven't met them yet. But for me, I kept myself busy because I had to stay at home because of the
Yeah.
COVID. And I ended up connecting with Ruben from Upon a Burning Body.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we did is we worked on the new album. So I was able to write all my stuff in your lyric. So you know how to write lyrics too. So
Yeah.
it was nice to write like maybe 5 songs and then send him the ideas, and then he would send me the guitar and then the drums. So we ended up mapping out the whole new album, and then that's when a couple of years later I had these guys learn the
Yeah.
new songs. So the new album is with Upon a Burning Body's Ruben.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he did great work. It was real nice. We showed a couple of songs from the new album, but the new album's not released yet because it's very important to have it for everybody to experience it, at least for me, because it was
Okay.
important. This new album, I was able to bring more of my feelings in and that way
Right.
whoever listens to it can attach to it. Like Mr. J, that was with Ruben, and that was based on the Joker, the new one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
But I had my interpretation, and then also with like Roadkill, he was on that one as well, and we wanted to bring like some Texas ugly vibes to it, so it was fun. And there's a lot more songs on the album that we haven't shown yet, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
Wow.
It's real fun.
I had no idea that there's a lot more of the package right there.
Yeah, and see,
Okay.
I'm not the type. Like I said, it's not a lot of this. It's more of the walk.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever it's ready to be shown, it'll be shown. But we did put out like Mr. J, Roadkill, just to keep people going a little bit.
I was gonna ask about Mr. J. I was gonna ask what the song's about, because I kind of was leaning towards, was that Joker? But it kind of looks like in the picture like it was you.
Oh no, I had the actor. He played the Joker and he did a great job. Phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Uh-huh.
He's really great, really great. And then
Very cool, man.
Eric directed the video, and he's done a couple videos. I know he's done like some Snake Father and some other bands like Indigo, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was nice. And they understood my vision to bring it out,
Yeah.
And at that time too, there was no band yet. It was still in the transition of just me,
Yeah.
So trying to bring it to life.
And you and Ruben really hit it off, man.
Yeah, Ruben.
Wow, that's fucking
He was a
awesome.
great guy. I actually sent him a message through COVID, and he liked my idea, and he saw what I had beforehand, and he was like, you know what, I'll work with you. I love the idea. Let's get together. And COVID, we would send the songs back and forth, and then we tracked the vocals. I have my own personal spot that will stay anonymous, but he came down, stayed the night, and we recorded all the vocal tracks in one night.
Killer.
Yeah, and then
Killer.
he he had to leave the next day, but it was just a nice experience. He was very professional,
Yeah.
very nice, and nothing but love for Ruben.
Nothing but love, man. Yeah, I had a chance to meet him. He was one of the guys that was hanging out from the band. Second time that they were here, not the last time, but the time before that, and had him sign their latest vinyl. I picked it up that night, and very cool meeting him.
And I'm a big fan too, so it was just like
Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it was
what?
fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
And him being good people like that.
Yes,
It's such a
and-
fucking great
And
thing.
it was
to
like
collaborate like that.
yeah, and then to show the love from Texas.
Yeah.
Because I feel like us being
There's a lot of love man, between us Texas musicians.
Yeah, and we're
Yes.
a little raised a little different. I feel like
Yeah.
where we're from, we respect, honor, loyalty, and you go to other places when you
Yes.
visit, they kind of don't have that same type of.
That's
vibe,
right.
So
Uh-huh.
it's nice to just keep spreading the love, because that's what this band's about, is to spread the love for people that are in our position or feel how we feel. That way
Yeah.
they feel the family that we got for everybody, for sure.
Awesome, man. I like your style in Mr. J, dude. It shows a lot of your personality.
Thank you.
Vocally, man.
That's what
dude.
I was, yeah.
Very, very cool, dude. And how's the backup? Who does the backups on there? Is that you as well? Like the low ends?
Yeah.
Very
I
fucking
do it.
cool.
And then what we have now, since we have a full band, I have War singing backups live to give it more of an
you did the
essence.
backups.
Yeah, I'm the backup vocals and also the bassist. So how that kind of came into play was, at first I'd never
No pressure.
like I never
No pressure.
At first, no pressure. But
Ah.
I've never intended to see myself as a singer though. Like I never actually took that step to want to do it.
yeah.
And I don't know, for some unknown reason, when I kind of heard this band, when I first checked them out, I was like, you know what? I was like, this kind of sounds something like I would lean towards, and gave it a try. Asked him if he would like it, would you appreciate me to do it?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, sure. And tried it out. It worked. Got comfortable playing and singing at the same time. And
Yeah.
Because it is a big deal. When you're doing a
Yeah.
lot of shows and
Yep.
you're constantly singing, you do need a backup
Yeah.
singer
Oh,
too.
it's huge.
It really,
level it out,
you gotta
Yeah.
practice those vocal techniques and stuff, and you gotta really how do you say, concentrate with your gut, when you push out the air and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta be using your diaphragm
Yeah.
to get it to work,
Exactly.
man. It's you're breathing in between your phrasing, to have it
Especially when you're
have the right
moving
delivery.
around. When you're moving around, you catch yourself like,
especially.
fuck, I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But but you'd rather be moving.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, then standing
not.
still.
Yeah. So it makes a difference. You know, when I think about that, it reminds me of seeing Rob Zombie several times and him running back and forth across the stage.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and at the beginning he's going, yeah, and by 2 or 3 songs, like, yeah, kind of winded.
Yeah,
But I don't give a fuck because he's rocking, man.
Everyone's going on.
Keep going, keep the crowd fired up.
Yeah.
Keep the crowd fired up. It matters, you know, and us being fans of those kind of bands, you know, Zombie, Slipknot, Kiss, you know, just having that fist up in the air. We
It's
want
like
those guys to bring that out of us.
It's like the band Ghost, you know, they're the same way, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of, they keep that energy. I don't know how they do it, man. They keep it so high.
Yeah.
You know?
And their style's so, you know, it's more mainstream, but it's like it still kicks ass.
It is, man.
It's not
I was late to get in on the Ghost train. You know, they've been around maybe almost 10 years already, at least.
Yeah.
And what just threw me off was the image, but then not the sound to back it up.
Yeah, that's what
You
I
know?
thought was genius.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I'm
right.
expecting some like hardcore shit. And he's like, nice tone. And
Yeah,
like,
beautiful.
This guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna
bro.
make it. He's gonna make
He's
it
a
amazing.
But
genius, man.
I was stubborn because I didn't want to give them the love that they deserved at the time. And sounding so fucking good as a band, I wanted them to be harder. Because it is harder.
Right.
But so I didn't get on the train. But now I've already got a couple of their vinyls. I'm on the train now.
You know how it is.
You
You're
can't
like, nah,
deny it.
I don't
Good
like
music.
it. And then weeks later, you're like, I kind of fucking
You
like
know,
it. Yeah.
And they're playing on the radio, and I like to keep up with music, at least, you know, the top 10, and you know, that's on 201 or 92.7, and you know, familiarity, just hearing those same riffs, and you know, he's a good fucking singer. You know, good hooks.
Yeah.
Ghost
You can't
is
deny it.
Some of the most amazing songwriting I've ever heard.
Really,
His
dude.
first project.
and not predictable.
Everything's
a
always
little off,
changing.
but then
It's
when you
always
hear it
changing.
a little bit, it's not off anymore.
His first
Yeah.
project was way better.
Really?
Subvision. Wow,
Subvision.
that record, So Far So Near or something near. I'm not sure. It's that's a great record. It's like
No
a ghost.
shit.
It's like a ghost record.
Yeah.
It's literally a ghost record.
Wow.
Subvision.
But that was his first band before he went to
band.
Ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say
Very
shout out to my older brother for introducing me to Ghost, dude, because I remember he showed me, I think he was like, I was in the studio one time, and he was like, hey man, he goes, check out this song. I think it was like Year Zero or something.
Yeah.
And it was like before they had like the metal masks and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what is this, dude? And he's like, no, it gets better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And at first I didn't understand it. Now I understand it, like exactly
Right.
where he's going with it, you know, and he's made it to like, it's like a movie. Like, to me, you know, it's always like, you can't wait to like the next year what they're going to bring, you know?
Right.
It's always keeping people on their toes.
You know who's been killing it too is that Static X, man. You seen that new mask?
Yeah.
It's all robotic with red eyes.
man.
I was like, this guy's so fucking awesome.
And it's the full body too. The full body, you got the wires coming
Even on
out.
the hands and as he's playing, I'm like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine being at that level, being
Wow.
able to form something new? Like
Laser eyes coming out of the mask. Like
Yes.
I still can't even comprehend how does he do that?
I was
Right.
super pumped. I was like,
Yes.
this is
Hey, when you figure it out, who knows, right?
Right.
You want to
Yeah.
take that next step. Like,
everybody
you know
gets
what?
red eyes.
You know, not every band has the balls to do what you guys do.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
it takes work, it takes execution, and you know, having the drive to do it on stage like that, and going out there with conviction and playing the music the right way and not letting it hinder what you got to do is a testament to y'all's musicianship and your drive and fuck and what a great band y'all are.
It's almost like you have to do it the right way. You can't do it any other way because it'd just be so frowned upon. You know,
Right?
Just real quick.
You have to go with
Just
it
real quick.
and beat 120%.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, and the crowds will either accept it or not.
Yeah.
But you've got to fucking bring it.
Yeah.
And when you know you're doing it right,
Yeah.
then you can go up there and fucking do your thing.
Yeah.
And everything, you know, it's gonna be received well.
And we love the
Yes,
hits.
you will.
We love seeing people, you know, start moshing. And
Yeah.
Even the new generation of the kicks and all that.
Bring
you know.
it.
We're
Yeah.
just, we're still, you know, we still got love though. So if someone gets hit, gets down, pick him up. You know, pick him up, keep it going.
Keep the fun going,
keep the
right?
fun
Yeah, we're not
going.
here to fuck anybody up.
Yeah.
But you may get a little fucked up in the fun, but nothing personal.
But still look out. Still look out.
exactly.
Yes, bro.
Exactly.
So when you dropped the single Roadkill, that was last year, and I fucking love that one. Was that with Tonal as well? It's all still a part of the same.
No. The Roadkill, Mr. J are all with Ruben.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Tight.
he was also in COVID as well.
Yeah.
So Upon a Burning Body was not doing too many
Not as
shows.
busy, yeah. No one's playing shows, so
Yeah, so he did give me the opportunity to work with him, and what fun I had. It was
Wow, I
nice.
know, right?
Kept me busy through all COVID.
Very inspired too. It's like fuck, I'm working with Ruben now. I wanna keep this up.
And I'm the type of person when I'm working, I locked up in a dark room, smoking a little bit here and there, working on my music, listening to it, working on all this. That's how I create,
Right.
I like to be in a dark place.
You gotta have that environment in the dark, the dark area.
The vibe.
With me, I'm almost the opposite because I'm going blind.
Right.
I'm not wearing my glasses now, but when I really gotta read or do something, I gotta wear them.
Yeah.
But when you're writing lyrics, you gotta be in the mindset.
You gotta feel those
go.
feelings again,
Yeah, you just can't do it just as easy as 1, 2, 3 because you gotta be inspired.
You gotta be able to bring that trauma out too, and that way everyone else that feels hurt or what they're going through can feel it too.
For them to accept it.
To
Exactly,
relate.
man. Right.
Oh yeah.
So those 2 songs so far, how many songs are you gonna be having in this new release when it comes out?
It's about 7 songs.
7, okay.
Yeah.
You got a title for it yet, or is it still in the works?
It's still, we got titles, we got everything in the works. It's just, we keep everything so hush.
Hey, when the time's right,
When the time's
you'll get it, right?
Yes, sir,
okay,
yes, sir.
okay. And the video just came out several months ago, the
Yes.
Roadkill.
Yes, sir. It was,
Are you guys in that video?
No.
Was it a different set of musicians you had then?
Those were paid actors, musicians. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it was just me. So
Oh, okay.
I wasn't
I get it.
expecting
All right.
anybody to want to be a part,
Okay, and I was just comparing apples to apples, and you guys didn't look anything like this.
Yeah.
I just want to be sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's like he looked like that before.
What happened?
Yeah, so I just wanted to get some clarity right there. You know what I mean? And thinking about that album, man, that's gonna be fucking huge for you.
I think
There's
so.
there's a lot of anticipation building up right there.
Yeah, and it's the thanks to Ruben and just the love, the love for Texas and the love that he's was given. It was real. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Real professional, great person, great musician, just good person overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now getting these guys in the band, was there like an audition process, or did you already know who you were going to be asking?
There was somewhat of an audition process. At the same time, it was, I would say, wanting to get their vibes and trust to see if they would be long term,
Yeah.
And so there were kind of little trials and tests that they didn't know,
Okay.
but I would have set up. And the guitar player that's not here, Vod, he was a part of the team because he joined first.
Okay.
So he was my guy. He's always been my guy. Real hard worker, family man as well, just like me. And so we went through the process of getting War. And through that, War was real into it. He loved it.
Yeah.
Nothing but inspired. And so I was like, okay, he's definitely one of the guys.
Cool.
And then it led to Static here, and he started falling in line and being a part of the family too.
Yeah.
And then we got Crow. And Crow's been nothing but good.
Yeah.
Great guy too. He works hard. All these guys work super hard. I'm very proud of these guys.
You got to. You know what I mean? You always,
Yeah.
and being in a band, I always kind of, I pull from the other guys around me, and I
The
like
energy.
my band Fistful of Metal.
Yeah.
All those guys are, with the exception of our drummer Aaron, are my age, have been doing this shit for almost 30 years. So
I feel
yeah,
you.
man. So there's a sense of, our guitar player Steve can actually really play with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Just letting it go. and having somebody like that just right behind you and makes you bring out the best in you.
I'm ready
And it's
to
like,
rock.
these guys are fucking bad. I don't even know how I'm singing with them. But they give me a chance, and we've got along all these years, and it's very, man, it's empowering.
Yeah.
It's empowering when you got a band behind you that kicks ass and
Feels
that you
solid.
can believe in.
It's the showmanship, man.
Yes, bro. And the showmanship is all the package that you guys bring. And man, fucking incredible. So now I want to move into another part where I'm gonna kind of just go around and talk about individual influences. Cosme, I'm sorry, Static. Who got you? I'm gonna fix that.
It's okay.
Static, what got you started? What drummer got you fired up?
It definitely was Jimmy the Rev Sullivan from Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah,
It definitely was.
yeah.
That was the first band that really touched my heart.
Yeah.
And it was like the songwriting, and it's like, oh, I relate to this, and the chords, the way music moves, you know,
Yes.
like and theoretically wise, like theory. I'm a huge academic theory person. I really like that, you know, like music theory and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when it comes to songwriting, like, oh, we could do this with the song, or we can do this. So it's very interesting for me when I'm in a band to see everyone's input and see what the best option is for the
Yes.
song or something like that. And it's so important that everybody can share that creativity.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy the Rev Sullivan for sure. Just the way he did his drum fills, his 16th notes on the kicks, fast as fuck.
Incredible.
City of Evil, the first song.
Right.
You know,
They really did a lot of evolving as a band. They're not like the first recording that came out,
Yeah.
and they just created some fantastic art. You know, it's just off the wall,
Definitely, man.
and the vocals, the way he kind of changed his vocal style because he had to do some kind of surgery, and just made him more unique.
Yeah.
Right.
More you
Brought
fucking
more,
unique. Yeah.
another drummer I think is great is Brooks Wackerman. You know, Brooks Wackerman's phenomenal. Bad Religion,
Uh-huh.
Tenacious D,
Yeah.
Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And then now he's in Avenged Sevenfold. Like, what a killer resume
Right.
as a drummer. And just to see
Yeah.
what he did on the stage, the 2016 record they did. It's a you know, and like
I love it.
beautiful soul, like the soul. It's more soul.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he felt and wanted to write on that track.
Right.
It's just.
I think he inspired
beautiful.
a lot of drummers like yourself, because he just did some awesome shit on the kit. Man, just fucking incredible,
It's like-
and made it look easy.
Yeah, it makes it look easy.
It's a shame that he left it at such an early an early age.
I was talking about referring to Brooks, but Jimmy, what he left, amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was referring
Amazing.
to. Yeah, but I mean, like you mentioned about Brooks, what a resume that
What a
he's
resume.
got. Like fuck, and now he's got that right there. And I'm a big fan of Suicidal too, and they're a huge live band.
Mhm.
And Chops those guys are never easy.
They
Yeah.
seem like a heavy as fuck band. I know Lombardo was with them.
He
It's
plays
like
for him too. You're
what
like,
Lombardo is the third drummer I'll name. You know.
Oh, kick
From-
ass.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
like a clip of him playing Disciple
Oh yeah,
live, the Big
Yes.
Four show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dun 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 dun.
One of
It's
my
like,
favorites.
bro, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the kick drums are just going so.
Yes.
It's so
I love
fast.
all three of them drummers.
Dude.
I started out in the drums too, and I even went to Del Mar, and I started in a music education degree. And it was great because I got the theory behind music composition. I had a couple of great percussion teachers. I was in the wind ensemble, the percussion ensemble, took oral training. But then I met my wife 2 years into it, and I fell in love, and we both dropped out of school. And it was we just wanted to be with each other all the time. We couldn't focus on that kind of shit. Luckily, make a long story short, she got her shit together. I kept jamming. She got her master's, and she's got a great career now. And I did pretty good for myself too along the way.
Oh, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but drumming is always part of me. As a songwriter and arranger, I'm always thinking about what the drums are gonna kind of sound like and what I want them to sound like. And because I always I'm somewhat of a control freak in the projects I'm at, I gotta have a good relationship with the drummer because we kind of like, hey, We got a groove. Because I'm gonna be telling you, hey, give me
Try
a little riff
this.
like this and try that and try that. And luckily, you know, I've had good relationships with the guys I jam with, but you gotta have that. If not, it's as the other guy, if I didn't have that, I'd be like,
it's like chemistry, man.
yes, bro. I'd
Personally,
be like,
for me,
I'm selling myself short if I can't share that perspective or what I want to bring to the table.
it's funner for me to have input from like say our other guitar player like Vod.
Yeah.
Hey, try it like this. You should try it like this. And I'm like, you know, let me take that into consideration. Let me try it like that. But hey, what if I tried it like this with that, or took that a little bit of that away because it should actually be like this? And it's like, oh, it starts rolling. It's like, hey, man, and then the song starts getting done or something like that.
I feel like let's just deliver the best. If it's not the way I like, I don't give a fuck. But if it ends up being something else, let's just try it until we find something we all kind of groove a little bit better. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, you want a little bit more from the riff. You know, it's like, and change that one note. Which note? Give me a little
one note, man.
Give me a little bit of that right there. You know, just change it up a little bit, and that makes it yours too. You know, and the things that we do in metal, somebody's done it before. You know, like you can kind of give it to Black Sabbath and say, you know, they pretty much wrote everything. Everybody else just kind of does it at a different speed, or maybe it puts their own touch on it. But that's how I feel sometimes when you get a riff. You know, one of my guys will bring a riff to the table in whatever band, and one of the guys will say, "Oh, but it sounds too much like Slayer." Change that fucking note right there and it'll be ours.
Yeah.
You know? A little bit. Like, see, that still sounds like Slayer. Kinda. Now, but hey, when I put my vocals on
it's gonna be different.
It's gonna sound different. And it'll be ours.
For sure.
And it ends up becoming ours, you know? But sometimes you can't help your influences coming out in what you do. You know, it's you pay homage and you love what you love, and you kind of, it comes out into the delivery. Right? Yeah. Morgan, tell me about your influences.
So my influences, I actually started off on guitar, believe it or not. I started off on guitar. I didn't really have any influences as far as like artists, like big artists. It was so much like bands that are coming up at the time, and they're like bands like Ocean Age, Alaska, and stuff like that.
Really?
That was before they even got like huge and stuff, or where they're at now. And I kind of, I guess you would say, like kind of wiggle my way through to get to where those guys kind of play, and I kind of understand. Like I was like, okay, this is what the kind of music I want to play, but I just got to find the members to do it. Yeah. And I had an old drummer at the time. He had passed away recently, and he was influenced by like Veil Maya, stuff like that. And that kind of, I was like, oh shit! I was like, this guy's at my table, and he kind of understands where I want to go. So he took me underneath his wing. We should jam out with the band in Odom, and I would go every day, or almost every weekend. So, and to kind of practice with them, kind of get better. And I appreciate a lot of the people in that band because they showed me a lot of skills that I never, thought I was gonna use, and now I still use it to this day. Yeah. But after that kind of moved on, and then that's when I kind of leaned towards bands like Static X, older bands and stuff, and that's when I kind of understood. I was like, okay, maybe I need to try something a little bit different, and let's see, what I can do with it. And that's where bass came in, and I didn't want to play bass. I did not. But yeah, after I kind of had a feel for it, and I was like, okay, it's kind of similar, to guitar playing, but it sounds more like chunkier, and that's what I was chasing after. I loved the chunky, the low end, and I played and I loved it. I loved it so much, and I just kind of grew from there. But I would say a lot of people do love my tone of bass, and that's something that I appreciate a lot because as a guitar player, I never had that tone, and for bass, for some reason, I have an ear for it. Nice. I love my tone. I have to have it aggressive, but also like you can feel that floor rumble, Yes. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So tell me, Crow, how about yours?
Me, like how I was saying earlier, like literally one of the first bands I ever saw was Kiss. Yeah. Like me being in the stroller, watching MTV, and them showing the farewell tour with Ted Nugent, hosting and talking about it.
Yeah.
So that was like literally my first exposure, and of course that drew me to Ace Frehley. And he's a
cool.
huge influence on me, and I also love like Ace Frehley, Richie Blackmore, Randy Rhoads, Dimebag Darrell, Uli John Roth, and Jason Becker, Marty Friedman.
Wow.
Those
Real
type of
shredder
guys.
players.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see why you would be influenced by all those guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, gotta pay homage to the man himself, Tony Iommi.
Yeah, right. I always loved that story about him working in I guess it was like in some kind of mechanic shop, right?
yeah.
And the fucking blade, the table saw, right?
Right, yeah.
Fingertips.
Yeah, just
Could you imagine that?
But he didn't stop. He didn't stop. He looked at
Exactly,
it.
never quit.
He just kept
That's
on going. He
fucking
found a way,
badass.
dude. To make
Found
it
a
work.
way.
Yes.
And maybe and there's an interview I saw of him doing it. I think it was like for Guitar Center or something. He had said about the story that maybe it was a blessing that it happened that way, because now he changes the whole rock and roll. Changed
Right.
everything.
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Sometimes you don't know what history has in store for you when you look back
Mhm.
and you overcome an obstacle like that.
mhm.
Hey, it obviously, they always say things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't imagine what the fucking reason is if it comes to a friend passing away or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know about if that's also true. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, what can be the reason behind that? I've lost my best friend who just passed away last year.
Sorry to hear that.
We're still a couple years apart. We did everything together. We grew up we ran restaurants together. We met our wives together. We had kids together. And you always think like, fuck, what could be the reason behind that? But I haven't lost faith in God. And I know my brother's in a good place. And he's always looking down, and I like to pay homage to him. Bald, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. And and he was a jammer, bro. He was like one of my biggest supporters in all my bands. And it's sad that saying doesn't hold true to everything. There's a good reason behind everything. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. So tell me, Devil, what got you fired up to become you, the Devil?
I would say, for sure, Kiss.
Yeah.
Because my mom, when I was a kid, get me CDs here and there. It was for sure Kiss, Rob Zombie, Hellbilly Deluxe. Old school Slipknot for sure, And my cousin, he actually left a CD case, right? He left it laying around.
Yeah.
And I started, as a kid, maybe like 5, 7, something like that, going through it. Korn, the fuck is this? It's like, all right, well, let me check it out, put it in. I was like, whoa, this is fucking cool,
Yes, bro, yeah.
So it all started, as a kid, it was just from then on, I was like, this is my thing,
Yeah.
And I was always into mass, because of horror movies, like Michael
Yes.
Myers. I'm a big Michael Myers fan.
Hell yeah.
Leatherface for sure.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger, he's the funniest one,
He is, yeah.
They're like I would say the mainstream gods of horror, that started it. Compared to like Dracula and
Right, like the generation before them, right? Mummy and them.
The slashers, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was always into like Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time of year. It's my grandpa, he took care of me when I was young. I didn't really have no one around, but he would definitely take care of me. And Halloween come around, give me a little pumpkin, and he was a good man. He was a good man. And stuff like that makes a difference for young kids,
Yes, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So, going around the table again, what was your first concert or show?
My first concert or show, it was actually Black Sabbath, AT&T Center.
No
San
kidding.
Antonio.
Was that the final tour?
The final tour.
Oh shit! Was that with Motorhead and Testament?
That was.
Do I have that mixed up with Heaven and Hell?
A little bit messed up, maybe.
Okay.
I saw
bad.
Black Sabbath, AT&T Center with another band that opened up for them. I think that band was called Rival Sons.
Yeah. Okay. So it was on the Black Sabbath, their very last recording, 13.
I think so. I'm
Okay.
not too sure. It was I must have been like 14, 15 years old.
Badass, huh?
Great. It was a great show.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito, the drummer, was great. DeVito, I'm not sure I pronounced his last name probably wrong. He was great. I drum solo and everything. They played like about 10 songs.
Oh shit.
I expected more, but
I know we always want more.
It's like Ozzy. It's Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. Shit.
Sing it to you.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing in D standard. Sounds heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
Badass show. And Morgan, how about yours?
Mine, I think mine was Ghost. And that was on the. I know I'm a little late.
Yeah, let's say, damn.
It's because I never really went to shows. You know, growing up, I never went to shows. But my brother had at the time, my oldest brother. He had told me that Ghost is coming to Corpus, and at the time, of course, I was into them. And he's like, I'm gonna try winning some tickets so we can go because we didn't have any money at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So he entered the contest. Sure enough, he won the tickets. I asked for the day off, and we went. And it was me and my two older brothers there, and his wife at the time. And man, it changed. It changed me. The way he comes up on stage, he's like, how you doing, Texas? And he goes, I heard that you guys sacrifice a lot of people over here. I was like, did this guy really say that? And he brings the nuns on stage, and they drink the blood of Christ, or whatever you want to call it. But it was evil, man. It was so evil, and I loved it. And it's not that I'm not an evil person, but it's just it's like the theatrics of it, like I was saying about earlier, and I love theatrics. And I took theater arts when I was in 6th grade, and I failed. But I guess at the same time, it stuck with me. And now that I kind of see how these bands do it, I was like, man, I want to do it. I want to see if I have it in me.
Yeah.
And I guess it stuck.
That's right. Fuck yeah. How about Crow?
Me?
What was your first concert?
First concert I ever went to was Kiss.
Oh, Kiss. Okay.
Yeah, and it was an awesome show. I think it was the Sonic Boom tour, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And I saw them in Austin, and my parents pulled me out of school because it was my birthday actually. And they were like, "Hey, for your birthday, we're gonna go see Kiss."
They took you?
They took me.
Oh, and, cool.
And even that night, I got my face painted and everything.
Oh, way to go.
Yeah. And so I was there rocking it out, seeing Paul there, and then seeing Gene, spit the blood out, and with the torch and all that. And then, what was it, Eric Singer?
Especially with the torch, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was just like, wow. Because I own like the Kissology discs where it has all their live shows from like 73 all the way up to 2000. And just watching those all over again, it's like, oh, I want to see them live.
Yeah.
And then I finally got to, and it just blew my mind.
Wow, man. That's cool when you have parents that'll give you the support like that.
Oh, yeah.
And take you to the show.
Oh, yeah, they're metalheads.
Oh, that's super cool, bro. I didn't have that kind of background. Yeah, they weren't metalheads, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I think that's where I got all of my metalhead stuff was from them.
Wow. I was hoping it was going to happen for my kids, that I was going to, they were going to follow in Dad's footsteps. Nah, they're doing their own thing. Hey, and that's good for them.
Yeah.
That's good for them. So,
Definitely.
How about your first show, Devil?
My first show, actually, my dad took me. It was
Cool.
Korn. Yeah.
Korn? No shit.
Awesome.
What tour was that?
I can't remember, but it had Powerman 5000 and Papa Roach.
Wow, that's a good name.
So
That's
it was
a
like
badass
right
lineup
at,
right there.
it was like right
Yeah.
at that time, and it was fun.
Man, dude. Funny thing about me and Korn, I was going to Del Mar, and I was in the wind ensemble, and I was playing percussion, and some guy, I think he was a horn player, he turned me on to Machine Head and Korn.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, you seem like a metalhead, man." I said, "Yeah, dude, definitely. You ever heard of Machine Head?" I said, "Nah." And he goes, "Oh man, how about Korn?" Korn? Nah. I'm gonna bring a couple CDs tomorrow so you can check them out.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking changed my life. I was like,
Right.
this guy, I was like, fuck, where have I been? But it just kind of, sometimes in Corpus, we don't get everything as soon as everybody like in SA or Austin gets it.
It works its way down.
It works its way down.
That's
how I see it.
Yeah. So I felt a little late to the Korn train, but I I did. I met Phil D before.
Hell yeah.
I saw him the first time they played over here at Concrete Street when they opened up for Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
shit! It was a great fun.
That's
I want to. It was.
tight.
I want to say it was Danzig, Marilyn Manson, and Korn.
Danzig,
Oh,
Marilyn
yeah.
Manson, and Korn. That's tight.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great show.
Hell
Great.
yeah.
And Phil D being out in the crowd, just hey, what's up?
Saying what's
And I was
up.
like, hey, dude, what's up? Phil D. He's like, hey, what's
Phenomenal
happening? You
bass
like the
player,
show?
man.
Great fucking show.
That's
cool,
fucking
man. Just
awesome.
That is
super guys. It's
awesome.
cool when you're running the big shots,
Yeah.
and they're not big shots.
And they're humble.
They're very humble.
Yeah.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Like they're very cool. Very great moment. So how about my next one? What's your favorite band right now? Who are you listening to?
Honestly, it's Gojira.
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 Wow,
Or
dude.
Gojira.
What a fucking powerful band.
That is it's like, what is your guitar tone has a phaser on it on this like 4 measures? It's like, what? I'm a nerd like that. But the drummer, there's another drummer that's been in my stereo systems, Mario, fucking amazing.
Mario?
Mario from Gojira is amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Thunderous drummer, like
I love the
Thor,
name too,
like,
man. I've always been a sci-fi, and I love Godzilla. And to have that name too, that's powerful.
Right,
That's
that's what I
fucking
was-
powerful.
Gojira.
Shit, dude, that's a badass
Says a
band.
lot
It
with
is.
just the name, you know?
Yes, bro.
Mhm.
And you know they're one of those bands that gets a lot of love from the
And
music
it's-
community.
And it's their own style. You
Yeah.
know?
Mm.
They're very well respected, man, because
Yeah.
they really made it their own kind of. They've got their own magic.
Yeah.
They got their
Yeah.
own magic. Morgan, how about yours?
Right now, believe it or not, it's a band that just blew up, and it's a band called Sleep Token. I don't know if you ever heard.
Token, okay? No, not yet.
So for me, like I just started getting into them and everything, and dude, like at first I was kind of iffy about it because the way I kind of saw the image and never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
But
right.
these guys, man, they play the part very, very well, and the music is so like it's like being at an orchestra, you know. It's very,
okay.
very entertaining. It doesn't get old.
Yeah.
It's nice, and I can't wait to see what they have next. Like I can't wait, man. And I see them. I will see them with like I want to say, give it like another 2 or 3 years. They'll probably be on Ghost level, you know.
No shit.
Shit.
I have to look them up. Sleep Token.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have
Okay.
like a black thing on their face, right?
Yeah, it's
Or is
like
it
it looks.
like a
they have like
hoodie
3
almost?
eyes, like
Yeah.
masks, eyes, and
Wow.
stuff.
They're
Very long
becoming real
looking.
popular right
Yeah,
now.
very
definitely,
popular.
That's
Very
interesting.
cool.
Interesting.
And how about you, Crow?
Me, yeah, man. I've been like lately. I've been as far as heavy stuff or just anything in general. I've always, right now I'm listening to like Rainbow, like Long Live Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
What was it?
Fucking Stargazer.
Yeah, Stargazer,
Yeah.
and what was it? Rainbow Rising.
Yeah, it's Rainbow Rising.
Listen to those, and of course the first album, and even I've been listening to a lot of classical music.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I also play classical guitar, so and I do that for school, and I've been listening to heavily with classical music.
You're going to school for that?
Yeah, music education,
No shit, that's
Yeah.
great.
and my instrument over there is of course guitar.
Yeah, man. They got a good program at Del Mar.
They do.
Is that where you're at? Man, very cool.
Yeah.
Way to go. Way to learn your craft.
Oh yeah.
Not all of us have the ability or the
Right.
time
Yeah,
to get
definitely.
that in there. You know what I mean? We have other things, our paths have just taken us one way or another.
Right.
But very, very, I tried to follow in that same footsteps, but like I mentioned earlier, I met my wife and I went different roads, but music's always been the mainstay.
Yeah.
No matter where I'm working, I always had a band going since ever. Shit, I only had 1 year off since I was 16. And
It's
I'm
like
52.
you can't stop because when you stop, it starts to itch at you. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
It
shit.
follows you.
Yeah,
It really
man.
follows you
I
because
can't.
there was times where I wanted to give up. Like I really wanted to leave it like 2 or 3 times,
Mhm.
and it just follows its way back to you somehow. Like it always
It
does.
comes back to you, yeah.
definitely.
Or the timing. Maybe you run
Yeah,
into a friend
timing.
that you want to jam with, or
Mhm.
it just
Mhm.
it feels right.
Yeah,
Things
it
just come
does.
around.
Right.
It felt great, like coming with these guys. Like when I first came to the studio with them to practice and stuff, like it just felt so like at home, because
Yeah.
there's bands that you be with over the years and you're just like, like, you're alright,
Yeah.
But
Right.
for these guys, it feels like a lost brother. finally get to reunite with.
That's badass.
Right, that's the same thing of kind of the same approach how I came into this. I'm the recent member that's joined,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because it was freaking Static. Losing track. But it was it was Halloween night, and he just hit me up. He's like, dude, why don't you come jam with us? I'm just like,
Yeah.
sure. And he sent me a few of the songs. He told me what tunings. I'm like, okay. And then I sent them a video, me playing Roadkill.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, like a week later, you know, I jammed with these guys.
You're
And
jamming in the
jamming
rehearsal
with
room.
them,
Yeah.
you know, and it just felt like a huge brotherhood there because everyone was so nice, and you know, everyone was chill. There was no egos. It was just like, man, plug in, have fun, and let's go.
Let's go. Hell yeah. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Devil, tell me, who you jamming to right now? Who are you listening to on the way, maybe?
I used to as a kid, real only death metal, Cannibal Corpse, and you know.
I was like that for a while too.
You know how it
kind of
is.
tunnel vision for a little bit. Yeah.
And then as I got older, us, you know, because a lot of friends we hang out with, we, you know, different crews or whatever. We had like rap music, SPM,
Sure.
or you know, Zero, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, as I got older, I was like, man, you know what? I'll listen to Lady Gaga. I don't give a shit, you know.
If it's good, it's good.
Or you know, like Falling in Reverse, like this new song, "Watch the World Burn." I was
Yes.
like, the way they did the video, I was like, this is fucking amazing. I love
genius,
it. I would
man.
do it. You know what I mean? But for sure, what I've been listening to, I feel probably King 810, because I feel like they bring some sort of like hardness and then also like some real to it when they're doing their songs and stuff like that. So I've been focusing, and then also I kind of keep myself in I don't want to say a bubble, but I don't like to copy nobody. So I'm not trying to like, you know, get influences here and there. I try to keep what I have personal, and I'm very limited to what I listen to. Like,
Okay.
I like a certain thing. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm very open-minded.
I get it.
And that's what I noticed with the guys. Each one of the guys in the band, they listen to totally different styles of music. You know, for sure rock, but his rock would be different. His rock is different. His rock is different. Vod's rock is different.
Yeah.
So it's unique. Like he plays classical, and he's able to bring that to the table. So it's, you know, everyone's different. And then he also goes to school as well, so they have the knowledge of music theory and stuff like that. So it was nice.
It's a lot to bring to the table.
Yeah.
And you want to bring a lot to the table in your band, you know, because, you know, as a musician, you want to be able to share it.
Yeah.
You want to be able to share it, and sometimes, you know, sometimes you got to know your role in different bands. Sometimes the bass player never has to write anything. Maybe the guitar player writes everything.
Right.
Maybe it's a vocalist that writes everything, and he just needs members to play it out. You know what I mean? For instance, at the beginning, for you too, right? But now I'm sure that, you know, now that we got the band right now, that things are going to be developing in a different way, right?
Definitely. New material has been very fun. The new process that we're going through. Like I said, the new album with Ruben hasn't been released yet, but we're also getting that one set up to be released, but we're also working on the next one. And it's been fun to see everyone's styles mix in, you know.
Very fucking cool. Hell yeah. That's a big growth for you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like getting that little baby to walk, you know. It's really cool. It's cool to see how it all came to life. You know, you try all of our inputs on it. And at first, like, it's kind of strange, you know. It's kind of strange because you don't really like, see it until you actually, like, you know, like, go to one of the shows. You kind of okay, like, now I kind of understand everything.
And it feels good when you have the show where, you know, you didn't have too many hiccups and things went pretty good.
Smooth.
You know, and the crowd dug it, and, you know, we didn't burn a place down or something. You know, you know, even if that happened, that wouldn't be so bad. That'd be a hell of a story.
It'd be one hell of a story.
We were jamming and fucking a fire broke out. I don't know what happened, but we kept playing.
Like that Megan Fox movie, I can't remember what it's called.
Oh shit! I'm trying to think. What is it? Jennifer's Body?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Oh
The
shit!
shit burns down, they get famous or something.
Hey, and when it gets hot,
It works.
anything
It
happens.
works.
Shit.
That's because she turns into like a demon.
Yeah.
Happy
That was a good one. Well, let's get to my next segment. It's called Draw the Line. And usually when I do my interview, it's a one-on-one thing. So this is the first time I actually had the pleasure of having a whole band in front of me. So that's fucking badass for me, because it makes the interview that much more intriguing. And what I've learned a lot already, man. And doing the podcast, it's the experience of getting the knowledge and seeing what you guys can share with me. So I like, the more you open up, the better it is for me. And the better it is for all my listeners and stuff, because the sincerity and the heart that you put into everything you do needs to be shown. And I want you guys to feel comfortable about doing that kind of stuff. And so let's get things started. And the way Draw the Line goes, I'm going to give you a couple of topics, and you tell me which one you like. And I try and make them a little tough. And if you want to give me a reason behind it, you can. All right? And we'll go around the table.
Cool.
First couple of bands, I'm going to start off with bands, and I'm going to go to individuals. But the first couple of bands is Mushroom Head versus Slipknot. Who would you go with?
I would go with Slipknot. I'm not too familiar with Mushroom Head, and I'm being completely honest.
That's all right. Hey, they don't have the kind of spotlight that Slipknot's worked and drive so much.
I'm sure Mushroom Head has some amazing.
They got some great songs. Hell yeah!
And amazing chops and amazing players. I'll definitely actually listen to them after this interview.
Slipknot it is. How about for you, Morgan? Mushroom Head or Slipknot?
Too bad you can't pick both, but I'm gonna have to say both, man. I love both.
That's cool, man. If that's the way you feel about them, that's all right.
You're on the fence.
I love both bands equally, and I would imagine a lot of Mushroom Head listeners are gonna listen to Slipknot. It's not just they're gonna have to be separated. But my heart, it will always be with Slipknot. Because that's the band that started it. It started it, and it kind of just. Like, when I put on the self-titled album and I listened to it, I think it was a song called, God damn it. It was, Get This. I think it was like a bonus track. It was a bonus track. And it's just so fast, And it's like, and it was like an anthem to the world to like say, hey, we don't care about these fucking bands. We don't want to do, we want to do a show with these fucking bands. And we don't want, we don't give a shit about the rest of the world. It's just us and the music, and that's what it was all about. It was all about the attitude, and that's what you got to deliver is attitude.
I love it. Hell yeah. How about for you, Crow?
Me up Slipknot. I'll have to go with Slipknot.
All right.
I'm not again like Static. I'm not really too familiar with Mushroom Head, but I'm pretty sure they're great as well. But for me, and where I came from and what I've seen first was Slipknot. And, they always have a special place in my heart.
I get it. Fuck yeah.
I saw the, was it the Before I Forget video? And then, seeing the early music videos from the first few albums, it was just like, wow. Like, this is like the first time I actually heard, like, really heavy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow. Like, and plus, like, the way they look is exactly how I expected it to sound.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like, wow, this is great,
It's like a metal orchestra,
Especially from hearing like where the Big Four was, where they took music, and then hearing that, it was just like, oh wow, it just got heavier.
Just getting heavier.
They got everything in that band, man.
Yeah. They got everything. Devil, what do you think?
Now, I do got love for Mushroom Head. Sun doesn't rise, but
that's right. That's a jam right there. Yep.
But for sure, I gotta go with Slipknot.
Hey, all right. Hey, I love Corey.
Yeah,
as a singer,
he
God bless.
You hear his tone, and
it's so recognizable.
Yeah, man.
So recognizable voice.
Definitely, and one of the busiest guys in metal. Fucking author, he does as much as he can do, and
he's been busy. And then, I'm sure, like any one of, especially we got kids, any one of us would be proud, but he has a son going on stage. Like, imagine as a dad for him, he's probably like.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's nothing but love.
Nothing but love. That's right. All right, next two bands. Mudvayne versus Cold Chamber.
Oh,
that's a good question. Can I get another shot?
I'll roll with Mudvayne.
Go with Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard maybe a few of their songs on like maybe Shuffle.
Uh-huh.
Cold Chamber, not so much.
Whoa. Sorry, listeners, don't listen to him.
I'm terrible.
No.
No, it's okay.
They're both good bands.
I was seeing if I had another round here. Boom. Need another one?
I'm
good?
fine. Thank
Okay.
you, I think.
Help yourself. There's another one in the mix right there.
My man.
If not, don't feel like you're pressured.
But-
Because there's no pressure.
No pressure
Yeah, don't
at
feel
all,
pressure.
man.
You just busted out the Jameson.
Yeah,
you know
Jameson,
something's
yeah.
gonna happen.
It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn.
Right.
But we feel burning all the time. So.
Who would have seen?
Well, I stepped away to get this. Did you give me an answer on that too?
For the
Mudvayne and Cold Chamber?
Oh, okay. So, man, you know I love Ryan from Mudvayne. Everybody knows the Berber Ding.
Yo, monster bass
But-
player. Holy shit.
But honestly, I would say Mudvayne, man. Like,
Okay.
and it's cool that they came back now. You know, after,
Right.
for a while,
A
I was like,
resurgence are
I
back.
thought they were gonna like leave and that's it. You know,
Oh,
which would have
right,
been fine.
Right.
But they came back and they showed that they still have it.
We
And,
still got it.
and old school with the paint.
Yeah, the
and
old school
everything.
I
paint.
love that.
And it
Yeah.
changed too.
From
It
the
changed too.
LD50, yep.
And it's fucking badass, and it's gotten bigger too. So it's fucking cool. But yeah, Mudvayne for me.
Cool. And was it Mudvayne for you as well?
Mudvayne for me as well.
Yeah. I love the musicianship.
Mhm.
Those guys, and they really bring a lot of personality
Yeah.
when they jam. Fucking huge.
Oh, yeah.
Theatrics as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
They bring that shit.
Mhm.
Crow, what do you think? Mudvayne or Cold Chamber?
Gosh.
Ah,
Right?
Yeah. I have to go with Mudvayne.
all right.
I'll go with Mudvayne.
Okay. And Devil.
I don't like following nobody, so I'm gonna go with Cold Chamber.
Hey, okay.
But I like
Dez,
Mudvayne too.
man.
I like Mudvayne too, but Me Loco.
Yeah.
That shit.
Right, fucking big truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They got, Dez is a fucking beast. And him
yeah.
moving on to Devil Driver.
Oh,
just got
yeah.
harder.
Yeah.
Devil Driver.
It's
Yeah.
harder. Holy
yeah.
shit.
That's right.
Any of you guys catch Devil Driver when they came down here?
I caught on to San Antonio a long time
Ooh.
ago. Yeah. Good show.
Great show. A lot of power.
Yeah.
Okay, next couple of bands. Funny. First one up, Static X versus Fear Factory.
For Static.
Yeah, for Static, yes.
Static X definitely puts on a show. I'm gonna roll with them. Fear Factor, I got respect for those guys, but Static X.
Static
I fuck
X.
with
Fuck yeah.
Good, these are good.
Bad motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Bad motherfuckers. Okay, Morgan.
I say Fear Factory. I'm not too fond about because I never listened to them. So it would be Static X
I would
and.
say that.
But Static X, man, Wayne's voice alone,
Yes.
it's very recognizable and it has a lot of emotion to it,
Right.
and the way that he plays too is so simple. The riff, they're so simple but yet so heavy,
Yes.
and it's catchy. It's like evil discos, and it makes you move.
It
It's
does,
sick,
man.
dude. It's sick.
Fucking amazing. One of my favorite tracks from them is Bled for Days.
Oh,
Mm.
love that one.
Oh yeah, dude. I just amazing.
It
And
makes you want to move.
he was a fucking partier. I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would
He
party.
would-
he would party hard.
Party hard.
So
Last
hard.
time, I had Killamore open for them, and Wayne he had his wife come.
Was it at Zero?
At Zeros? Yeah,
Yeah, my
yeah,
man.
yeah. We
Yeah.
opened for him at that show, and
Yeah.
and man, he would just party, dude. I
And
mean,
then-
she was
and
bringing him
then-
drinks, like almost
Yeah.
between every fucking.
And then the wife dances, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Why wouldn't you party?
Yeah, right. Yes.
I love you,
And-
babe.
And I got to give a shout out to Tony Campos, their bass player.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tony's
Oh,
super
yeah.
fucking cool.
Monster bass.
I just talked to him when he was here with Assassino.
Oh yeah.
Playing at Boozers.
Hell yeah.
And they're so fucking approachable and down to earth.
Humbles.
And he plays for Fear Factory as well, Tony
Yeah.
Campos. So he gets around.
Oh yeah.
He's a
yeah.
bad
And
motherfucker.
that's because they're
Hell
doing
yeah.
a tour right now, I believe, the Rise Against the
Yes.
Machine,
Yeah.
and they're doing with Fear Factory and Static X.
Yeah. What a
He's
package.
pulling double.
Yeah,
He's
double
pulling
duty
double.
right
Yeah.
there.
So now we kind of know how he feels, but without the tour.
Right.
Yeah.
Crow, what do you think? Static X,
Static
Fear
X.
Factory.
Static
Oh, okay,
X.
all right.
I gotta go Static X.
Killer,
Those guys
brother.
those guys are killer.
They
Awesome.
are, man. I just love the tightness and the presence of Wayne Static. What a front man.
Mhm.
He's got
Total
he's
beast.
got that drive like you.
Yeah.
You know
Thank
what I mean?
thank
Just
you.
making it work. Sometimes you got to get different musicians. Sometimes you got to
He had to
do
go
what you
on
got to
his
do.
own. Yeah.
Yeah, Do what you got to do, and keep the machine going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad he has, and made it work and left a badass legacy. So good that it was in demand to bring back.
It was.
And now, it's just the music's living on. They're writing new music, and
I think
it
he
still
would've been
stays
very
true.
proud. He would've
It
been
still
very
seems
proud.
true to that Wayne Static.
To the like
So-
no, it doesn't seem disrespectful. It seems
Right.
real respectful.
Mhm.
And when I think about that, I start thinking about the Pantera reunion, and and what I want to say about that is I hope they don't write any music.
Right. Just
I love Zach and I love Charlie.
I respect
I
it.
love
I respect
but they don't need to write.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Pantera music.
Let it
Just
be.
play them.
Yeah.
Just play theirs.
Yeah, it's just where it came down to it, man. The songwriting, it came from Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody can ever
That dude could
fill the
party,
shoes
man.
of
Right.
Daryl.
I think if they wanted to
Yeah.
write, change the name. Just don't call it Pantera.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's all good because I think those 4 guys, we've already seen some of the videos already.
They gave the
And they're
name for
fucking tearing
Texas,
shit
man.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's going crazy in the
Yeah,
crowd.
man, incredible.
And it's crazy because, of course, with our generation, we never got to see Pantera.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
we never got to see them live, So this is
Right.
like the chance for the new generation who loves Pantera to
Yes, bro. Yeah.
That's true.
see.
And that's one of the best things about it because those nowadays we have Lamb of God that has a crowd going
Yeah.
fucking ape shit with the fucking wall of death and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But when Pantera was jamming in the 90s, they had like
Like
3 or 4
the-
pits going on at one time.
The video in Moscow.
Oh,
my
shit,
god,
yeah,
that
'cause
was
legendary.
rude. Yeah, legend.
And-
it was like
yeah.
what 50,000 or something.
Yes, fuck yeah, dude.
Close to a
Oh,
million.
shit.
Yeah, that's a
And you
lot
know
of
not
people.
all those guys can be
Yeah.
or can get a hold of Pantera or Metallica because it's in Russia. I'm sure it's getting around, but
Whoever made the
not
call,
like
yeah.
not like in the States.
Yeah.
And so a lot of those guys are probably hearing Pantera for the first time, hearing like Primal Concrete Sledges.
It's some heavy shit.
Oh, what is this?
What a
Going
time to be
crazy.
alive, man.
Yeah, what a time to be alive.
What a time
right?
to be alive,
Wow.
And
Awesome, man.
that band, man, and plus they're the ones who kept metal alive in the 90s.
In the 90s, yep.
They kept it alive.
Yep.
The night.
It's funny, people say they're not a thrash band, and I really don't give a fuck if you want to label them like that, because to me, they got that Texas groove sound.
Yeah.
That it's just
Yeah.
Pantera. And then
I
we
couldn't
love it.
imagine at that time seeing Dimebag Darrell, just on a little stage playing at a bar or something.
Yeah.
I bet
But this
people were
guy was
pumped.
just he's a legend, and it's like it's an honor to know that we're from Texas ourselves
Yeah.
and we have
Fuck
that guy, and it's
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I first saw Pantera on the Vocal Display Power Tour.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Fuck yeah, dude. It was like the walk
Wow.
video. The fucking crowd going fucking crazy, stage diving. And yeah, it was a moment that I'll never forget.
Story right
Yeah,
here.
fuck
That's
yeah. It was
literally-
playing at the Unicorn up there in Houston. And me, my wife, and my best friend Baldy, we made the trip up there. It's supposed to be White Zombie on Last
Oh,
Sexorcist
yeah.
Four Robs on
yeah,
it.
but he got sick. Or one of the guys got sick. They didn't make it that night. They had trouble. Trouble's good, but there's no White Zombie.
Right.
On that tour, I was like, we already heard that. The album was going off. And we already fucking love Pantera, so that's when we made the trip.
Mhm.
It was a hell of a show. Hell of a show. So the legend lives on, right? Always. Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul. Let's go to some badasses where we're going to mention those names here in a second. But now we're going to go from bands to individual players. Let me start off with these 2 guys. And I'm talking about Chad Gray from Mudvayne versus Corey Taylor from Slipknot. Just the singer. If you had to get one of those guys to front your band, who would you get?
These are good fucking
Dang, that's
Chad
hard,
Gray
man.
or Corey Taylor. Those are 2 interesting.
You can't go wrong with either badasses.
Yeah.
But which
definitely.
one would you go?
Like Corey.
Wait, you front
Corey
this band?
Taylor. I
From
want to
this
go
band?
with.
No one.
That's right.
What good answer is that?
I'll go with Devil. I'll go with Devil.
There you go.
I can't get that answer for all of you guys, so.
That's me.
Okay.
My answer.
All right, what do you think, Morgan?
Corey Taylor, man.
Corey.
Because he's very versatile.
Yeah.
He's very versatile.
Yeah.
And a phenomenal singer. And for that, that guy is not a very big guy. So for all that aggression coming out of him in Iowa, that was insane, dude. Yeah.
One fucking special fucking singer in metal history, definitely. What do you think, Crow?
Oh yeah, I have to go with Corey Taylor. Versatile, amazing frontman. His vocals are just awesome. You know, like just hearing his stuff from Slipknot, and then you hear stuff from Stone Sour.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like he's got the best of both worlds.
He's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, Devil, what do you think?
Nah, I would say probably Corey Taylor. Matter of fact, on a lot of comments, they say I either sound like Rob Zombie or Corey Taylor. So, like, they're trying to, I could see how they're trying to, like, be rude or mean. But at the same time, it's like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It was my inspiration. You know?
I could take some love from that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know,
Definitely.
it's not too bad of a comment. You
No,
know, I
right.
got worse ones.
But
But when I first started, I was getting like, oh man, my phone would constantly go off.
Oh, shit.
And just fucking comments and shit like that. I was, you know, and that's just me by myself.
Yeah.
Before there was a team, so I was just like, God damn, there's a lot of hate. And then there's a lot of love at the same time, but it's funny.
Good, yeah.
Some comments you catch and you're like, oh, I like that one though. You know?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, sometimes don't dwell on the hate.
yeah.
Don't dwell on the hate.
Exactly,
If you just get some positivity, keep feeding on that because you need to make everybody happy.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Exactly.
And that's what I want to teach people. Like, fuck what anybody thinks.
Right.
Do what the fuck you want to
Make
do.
yourself happy.
Yeah, make
and if
yourself
we do that,
happy.
people are going to dig it.
Yeah. You work your ass off. You got, you know, everyone has issues or trauma, whatever it is, but we're all here for each other. And it's about spreading the love with this band and taking care of each other. Every time we play a show, I always say it, we're here to spread the love. 'Cause that's what it's about. You know what I mean? We're looking out for each other. I know there's people that have hard times. I know there's people that, you know, maybe going through a breakup or a family member, whatever it is. I want you to know we're here so you can, you know, either listen to us or, you know what I mean? I'm here. I got nothing but love for anybody in this world, you know? And that's what I'm trying to express and give out, that we're here to spread the love. You don't got a home? Guess what? This is your home.
Mm-hmm.
You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
We'll give you home.
We'll
100%.
give you a home. We'll give you a home.
Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. All right, here's two guitar greats. Eddie Van Halen versus Dimebag Darrell.
Oh, I love Eddie Van Halen. Man. I love his technique.
They're not here anymore. You know what I mean? That's so I couldn't compare one live to one dead. You know what I mean? Or one pass.
You're killing
So
me.
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen changed the game.
yeah,
And he changed the game and influenced Dimebag.
yeah.
So I'm going to go with Eddie Van
Ooh, there you
Halen.
Go with
Yeah,
Eddie.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
What do you think,
Static,
Morgan?
that's right on. the
Eddie
money.
Van Halen, man. I know Dimebag would say the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Right?
So,
Good. I like
know.
that comment right
And
there.
he-
Yeah,
and-
Dime would agree, huh?
yeah,
Shit.
I mean, they're both phenomenal players, but Eddie Van Halen, yeah.
Wow, you know that. Before I get to you, Crow, I got to mention how what a moment it was, and I think it was. I was listening to somebody's podcast. I think it was Charlie Benante mentioning how he remembers at Dimebag's funeral
Oh, I know where
when
you're
Eddie
going.
Van Halen showed up with
yeah,
the
the
guitar,
guitar,
and he opened up the case and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna put this in there." And like, wow.
Can you imagine
Wow.
that? He probably would have like rolled in his grave, man.
He's like, shit. If he knew he was gonna have
Yeah.
that whenever he passed, like, whoa.
And you know,
Holy smoke.
and the crazy thing about that is that Vinny didn't even know Eddie was gonna do that, and so when he saw
Yeah.
that, he
That
was
guy got
in,
emotional.
he was
Yeah.
in tears
Oh.
because they
Those
That's
are their
like-
idols.
That-
man.
that was their
Growing
idols.
up, it's like,
No,
that's
Eddie,
how it's
Eddie
done.
Eddie and Alex, you know, they
Yeah.
mirrored themselves off that, you know, and seeing that,
Yeah.
it was just like it
A
was,
dream come true.
Incredible.
Dream
Dream
come
come true. Hell yeah. So the question's for you now. How about Eddie Van Halen
Oh,
or
gosh.
Dimebag Darrell?
Oh my god.
No pressure. No pressure.
Guitar player. Guitar player.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's impossible.
No pressure. Take a shot.
How to make a look? I'll say this, like Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van
Eddie Van
Halen.
Halen.
All right.
And yeah,
Respect.
respect, and
Yes.
you know, nothing against Dime, but like how you said, like even Dime would say, dude,
Yeah.
pick Van Halen. Come
He wouldn't
on.
even
he's,
second
he's
thought.
Eddie Van Halen.
All right. All right. Killer. Eddie and Devil.
I would say Eddie, but they're all going for Eddie. I'm gonna give love to Dimebag.
You gonna give some love to Dimebag? All right.
Dimebag,
Give the devil his due. That's right.
up, man?
And you know
Dimebag saying, yeah.
and you know
Thank you,
what?
devil.
Yeah, and you know
Thank
what?
you.
And you know
I
what?
love Eddie, but somebody give me some.
Yeah, and you know
There
what?
is some
You know
love.
what? Like maybe right now, freaking Dime and Eddie are right upstairs.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
they're up
Yeah.
there jamming. Bro.
They're jamming.
up
I can
there
just imagine the shows.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
Oh my God. You got
man.
Lemmy. You got Paul Gray.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got
Joey
Dio.
Jordan.
Joey.
man, they're
Oh,
all up
Joey.
there, bro.
Holy
Yeah.
smoke. You got Peter Steele
Nothing
in
but
the mix.
love
You know what I
up
mean?
there.
Holy
You got
smoke.
Neil Peart.
Neil
they're
Peart.
doing
Oh,
a-
goddamn.
I bet they're doing it.
He's probably just kicking back, just going, nah.
I bet they're doing a
You
fucking.
missed that 16th note or something.
They're doing a big old heavenly rail right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, what a party.
Yeah.
What a party.
Definitely,
Oh.
definitely.
I look forward to that. And I know we do too. If
Oh,
we-
yeah.
Whenever
Yes.
we enter, heavy metal heaven,
Oh yeah.
wow.
Just
There's going to be a hell of a
It's
show.
gonna be a
waiting
hell of a
for us.
show. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna step in line. Hey, tell us when it's our
Come on,
turn.
man.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to get up there and represent with all these guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, up there, once we get up there, Ronnie James Dio is gonna be like, "Welcome."
Welcome to the show, man.
I'm telling you,
Like,
bro.
what took you guys so long?
Yes,
Right.
yes. Oh,
Yeah, man.
I got a couple of more, but this is a big one right here.
Uh-oh.
Two greats, just as great as the last two.
Mhm.
So here we go. Vinnie Paul versus Joey Jordison.
I'll stop you right
These
there,
questions
Tony.
are so
Don't
good.
ever ask me that question again.
I feel like we can get in trouble answering all that.
These are impossible.
Don't put them on this tour.
Man.
Impossible.
Wow, right? Two greats.
Yes.
Gone way too soon, way before their time.
I will say this.
This is a podcast, man. These questions are a fucking questions.
Y'all better
These
be
are-
listening, man.
rest in
Yeah.
peace
These are
and rest in peace, Vinnie Paul.
Vinnie Paul did.
Woo!
Awesome. Awesome. How about you, Morgan?
Vinnie Paul, man. Gotta show Texas some love. So,
Yeah.
but that man, he had a monster's plane.
Oh, it sounded like a
it's
fucking
yeah.
train.
Yeah,
dude.
like-
In the pocket, man.
Yeah,
Just-
he was in the
Mm.
pocket, man. But I remember I used to watch the home videos when I was a kid.
Yeah,
my brother-
videos,
Before
yeah, like
YouTube,
that.
right?
Yeah, before YouTube.
Before
It was on the-
YouTube,
You had to
when
get
it
the
was
VHS.
easy.
It was on VHS
discs.
tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my brother would
That's
tell
right.
me, he goes, "Don't mess with my, my tapes and stuff."
Yeah, don't fuck
I was
with
like,
it.
Don't
okay,
fuck 'em up.
pop it in. And it showed some stuff on there, some cool stuff, strip club,
Oh, yeah.
but Dimebag at the time, dude, he was above it. He was already, vlogging and stuff.
Yeah.
No
Oh, he was
making history.
Yeah, he was making
recording
Yeah,
it.
he's like butt ass nigga.
Yeah, he was above his time. He was like
Rockstar
way
level.
ahead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If he was
Yeah.
around now, he'd have a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, he'd be up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
His YouTube channel would be fucking fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his YouTube channel. and
Yeah.
Every
his
guitar
podcast,
player would be
man.
what, man?
Mhm.
I know, right? Shit. And everybody
Yeah.
want to be on it.
Yeah, and he has the love to like.
He was
he would have
always-
killed it. He would have
Yes.
killed
He
it.
was always lighting fireworks in his house and stuff. Like you would see
Oh,
the video.
shit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just, like I can imagine. Like you can't even sleep around that guy because you just
Right? You
he's
never
gonna-
know what he's gonna be up to.
His
Yeah,
mom
gonna
or
be-
dad's like this
Yeah.
motherfucker. Wake up, Dad! Light him up!
Oh, shit.
Damn it, son! Shit!
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
Slamming black toots all night.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Oh, good
imagine,
ones.
Vinnie Paul. Vinnie Paul. The energy his brother was bringing around him.
And top it off, they were brothers.
Yeah.
Legit
Yes.
brothers spending time with
Mhm.
each other. Nothing but love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like an experience very rare to get or to have.
Yeah.
Is with your fucking brother.
Yes.
You know
Just
what I
like
mean?
just like Eddie and Alex.
Yeah.
You know.
Good.
Okay. We're going to close out. I'm going to go around the table one time. I'm going to give you guys, like I mentioned, we're going to finish off with the devil. All right? So here's some fucking popular devils that we've seen throughout the movies. I'm going to give you 9. I'm going to go around the table. You tell me which one's your favorite devil.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to take it from the bottom. The dad from Little Nicky. Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel.
Damn.
There's more where we come from. All right? I'm just going to name them.
That's tight.
Lucifer from Prophecy. That was Viggo Mortensen.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
How about Elizabeth Hurley from Bedazzled?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The female
She's a sexy
version.
devil.
Lucifer in Constantine. That was played by
that was a good one.
I want to
Great.
say the Russian guy. Maybe my chicken scratch. Pekka Samanera, I think it was his name. Next guy, Darkness from Legend.
Yes,
Tim Curry played him.
Yes.
Here's another one, Satan from the Bigger, Longer, Uncut South Park movie.
I think in this band is
Okay,
maybe
and
the
I
top.
got a few more. I got Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate.
Oh, that's mine.
Yes.
And we also had Gabriel Byrne, who played the devil in End of Days with Arnold
Oh,
Schwarzenegger.
that's right. Yeah.
And the last one, Devil, played by Dave Grohl from Tenacious D's.
Oh,
All right. So we got some real famous ones right in there. First, Static.
I am complete.
You know my answer.
Okay. Next,
Had to be Dave Grohl. dude.
Dave Grohl. That was a bad one. And Grohl.
Harvey Keitel.
Harry Keitel. That was so funny, man. I love Little Nicky. And Devil. Give me your favorite devil out of this list.
I'm gonna go with Little Nicky's daddy.
I love it, man. I love it. That
Going to have
movie is
to
so
be
fucking badass.
Little
Guys, thank you so much for being my guest on today's
Thank
show.
Thank you. Thank
Texas Devil.
Where can we find their music?
Exactly.
You can find it everywhere.
Yeah.
YouTube,
YouTube channel.
Google, anything. It's on every platform. For all of you, we got nothing but love. Like I said, thank you for having us on this podcast. Appreciate the love that we received. Appreciate nothing but love here. We got nothing but, what is it, guys? Love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We appreciate all of you. We're here for you. You let us know you want to come through, you come through. We got these shows coming up. We got even Throat Locust, the shirt he's wearing. The drummer
Robert Cantu.
shows me nothing but love.
Yeah.
Super fan. Love you, brother.
Hell
we got
yeah.
Andrew from Slam. Everybody, we got nothing but love here for
Hell yeah.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you,
We love
Tony.
all of you. a lot.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
Guys, only the best to you guys. Keep
Yes, sir.
kicking ass. Keep
Yes, sir.
grinding.
You too.
All right.
You too, man.
And I will see you at the next show, which will be on what date?
March 15th.
March
at
15th.
Boozers.
March
Boozers.
15th
Yeah,
at Boozers.
Yeah, that'll be
Hell
the first
yeah.
one.
Guys, keep up with our band, Texas Devil. Make sure you're checking them out on YouTube. Go to their Facebook, give them a like, subscribe to their channel, and keep up with them. And see you at the next show on March 15th at Boozers with Texas Devil. We'll see you guys later. See
Yes,
you at the
sir.
next show.
Later.
Peace out.